YouTube, what's going on, guys? It's me, Snoops, coming back at you with another video. And of course, as you see, we are doing the Kyrie Irving video. Yes, it is time that we finally talk about Kyrie Irving. This is a card I've been wanting to talk about, but I have been refusing to get it first because there's a very specific reason why. And you would have seen it in the last video I did, which was the tips and tricks video, the video I uploaded after the Joe DeMar's video. If you guys haven't checked that out, check it out. I give you some tips and show you pretty much how I make my lineups for the challenges in the Spotlight Sim challenges, more specifically the ones where you have to have 10 players from a certain team. So it's very specific, and it's pretty difficult if you don't have the right players. So the Pelicans were hard for me to win this Kyrie Irving card with, but I was able to get my way around it because I came up with the perfect way to have my lineup set to where it's like I have two main scorers, one main scorer on my start, one main scorer on my secondary unit. Then obviously I just flip back and forth in between the two, and sometimes I'll even have both of them out there if one of them isn't doing the job. Then obviously I'll have to switch to the other one, but obviously you guys understand how this game works. Sometimes you get on a roll, especially in Hall of Fame difficulty. Sometimes it'll take you quite a while in the game in order for you to get hot with a player. But anyway, enough of that. We're going to be talking about Kyrie Irving and the reason why I really wanted to talk about this card. Mainly alongside because we are doing this card and we're comparing it to the glitched version. You guys have seen the glitched card that I have, but the glitched Kyrie has been one of, if not the best investment that I have made with my MT and stuff like that. I mean, I got lucky. I spent, you know, some money, and I was buying some packs, and then all of a sudden, you know, I had 3 dinos. I ripped open packs, got 3 glitched dinos, sold 2 of them for 60k a piece, and then I grinded up enough to be able to, you know, get them. I spent like 160,000 MT at the time. That's how much he was at that specific time. But we're gonna go over here. We're gonna be comparing the glitch card over here to the regular Spotlight Sim card that you see over there. So without further ado, let's get into it. Obviously, the main difference that you see so far, pretty much, for shooting is pretty much the 3-pointer in the mid being, you know, better over here for glitch Kyrie. Same athleticism, same inside scoring, same playmaking, except for like 1 higher ball handling, 799. And this 3-1 doesn't have that good a defense because this is a glitched defense Kyrie. So there's that glitched defense Kyrie, and you can see it right here with the 96 perimeter defense, 98 lateral, 90 help defense IQ, all that stuff. Some really good stuff here, except for interior, obviously, and block and rebounding being the exact same. But pretty much when it comes down to it, you have 52 more attributes on this Kyrie than this one, and you obviously have more Hall of Fame badges. You have 5 more Hall of Fame badges, 3 less gold, which means you pretty much get 2 more badges just in general. So we're going to be taking a look at the badges here. We're going to be comparing and contrasting, because it's like you would assume that this one doesn't have, you know, the good defensive badges that this one has. Maybe there's like 2 of them that he doesn't have that Kyrie has, and there's also 3 of them that this one has on Hall of Fame that this one only has gold. Sort of the situation I'm thinking that is happening here. But we're going to be taking a look here. We have finishing, same badges, shooting, same badges, obviously playmaking, we're gonna have the same badges. But right here, 2 badges that this Kyrie has that the other Kyrie doesn't, literally, is off-ball pest, so you get that on gold, and intimidator. That's the one thing that is very important. You'll hear me talk about defensive badges all day, every day, and talking about intimidator. A lot of cards do not have intimidator, and that's a bit of a shocker to me, honestly is. But the main issue with this card not having intimidator, just like every other card that doesn't have intimidator, is the fact that you have to spend all that MT just getting the bronze badge, and you need to get the silver badge. Gold badge, not as expensive, obviously, because it's easier to get the gold badges than the silver and bronze. But the bronze badge and the silver badge are definitely going to be super expensive to get. And then, you know, even then have it on gold. You can spend that MT if you want. But it's still not as good as Hall of Fame, which the glitched one will eventually have. And by the time that you spend all the MT on getting Intimidator from bronze to silver to gold, and then even buying contracts if you need contracts and stuff for this card, you pretty much would have spent about the like close to enough of like getting this. Obviously it's going to be a little bit more obviously it's going to be a little bit more expensive to really get this Kyrie since he's from the auction block and he's glitched and whatnot. But the only problem is like this is free, which all power to you. If you want this card and you want to spend the MT getting the badges in the contracts for him, I'm not gonna stop you. You just, you know, you're just wasting your MT on this when you can have this Kyrie with better stats, better ball handling by 1. Even though it's by 1, it's still, you know, higher, a better 3-pointer in mid-range, which still isn't up by much, but it's still very significant. And then just the significant increase in just your defense overall, being like a +10 help defense IQ, +5 to lateral quickness, +8 to steal, +7 to pass perception, even getting a +8 on perimeter defense, so you get a 96 instead of just an 88. But there's also like a thing that we talk about here, with the other reviews where there was only one card like Nate Robinson and Joe DeMars, where there were really no other cards to compare them with. This one is a little bit different because I'm gonna still show you the cards, and you know, if you so choose to use this one, I'm gonna show you some ideas that you could use for shoes and coaches and whatnot. So here we go. Obviously for this one, you don't really need a whole lot. Really, you just need defense a bit, because you have really good playmaking, unless you want to have that 99 ball handling and everything, which we could just easily get just by having, you know, Nick Nurse or any balanced coach, really, because you just need a +1 your ball handling. So even if you have Nick Nurse, or you can even have Mike Budenholzer, so you can get that defense up 100%. You can actually do this, get this, so you can have that defense. And also, since now you have that 98 lateral quickness, the block rating being up as well, defensive consistency, lateral quickness, all that goes up. What you could also do at this point is you can find a shoe that has 3-pointer and perimeter defense, speed with ball, steal, and pass perception, like the KD 13s. So this one right here gives you a +3 to 3-pointer, also to perimeter defense, also to steal, which is very, very important. Then you get the speed with ball, so you get the 99 speed with ball. So this is pretty much like a shoe combination I would really, really like to see. And also, if you have this card, make sure your slippery off ball is on gold. That's one thing I will say. It's cheap. Just go ahead, get that. Just make sure to get it. I'll wait. You got that? All right. So get that on gold. Also here, you obviously need the Intimidator. I would also recommend off-ball pest if you're going to play them into 2. It doesn't really matter if you play them into 2 or 1. It really doesn't. If you're just going to play them into 1 most of the time, then off-ball pest would be really, really nice. Obviously, I don't need to worry about it since my Kyrie plays into 1 anyway, but he's got it off the rip, so I don't need to worry about it. And also here, put on any badge you want, really. It's not like you're going to be driving, so there's no really point in having most of these. So yeah, that's about it. You don't really need any finishing or shooting badges because you have everything, unless you want ice and veins and corner specialist. Obviously get that slippery off ball up to gold. Don't need any of these 2 badges here. It's not like you're grabbing rebounds or trying to post up with a 60 post moves. Then down here, obviously, you just need Intimidator, I'd say off-ball pass, and you don't really need anything else. You literally don't need anything else because it's not like your block is that high, really. So then defensive leader, if you must. Just comes down to how you want to play the card. But honestly, with the KD 13, 100%, I would say that the KD 13 PE is honestly the best one to go for. And also having a defensive coach on definitely would benefit 100%, because you get the 99 speed with ball still. You still have a 98 ball handling, so that's still pretty good. Your steal goes up by 3, so you get a 92 steal. You get lateral quickness upgraded by 5, which gives you a 98 lateral quickness. 85 help defense IQ, so just 80 gets you a 96 perimeter defense with the +8. Get a 98 3-pointer. 83 strength, because your strength goes up as well. But I mean, obviously this card right here is pretty decent. My only issues is it not having Intimidator, so you have to spend the MT getting Intimidator upgraded. And you know, usually if that's like the only badge there, then that's the only thing you have to worry about. But then you have to worry about contracts, you have to worry about the shoe as well, getting the shoe if you don't have it. But yeah, MT, you know, goes quite a ways when it comes to cards, but when you need badges, oh boy, you never have the right amount of MT. Let me tell you that. But Intimidator 100% is a good card, or a good badge to have on the card. So 100% have to have Intimidator. Put all your MT into Intimidator if you're going to be using this card, and try and get the KD 13 PEs. They will be very, very expensive because they're 3-point and defense. Obviously there's also this right here, so you can get the just straight up defensive Kobe shoe if you have it, or you can get the dunking Kobe's, or even the shooting, which is completely up to you. But obviously you don't really need the shooting because it's 3-pointer, mid-range, free throw. Not like you really need it. Close shot, it's not like you really need it. And then offensive consistency, like obviously dunking might be really nice to have, so you can get your driving dunk upgrade. It's not like it matters anyway. You get a +5 to it, so you get an 80, but I personally just don't see the point. I just say run the KD 13 PE so you can get the defense, you get your shooting up, get your 99 speed with ball. Still pretty damn good. You also get your steal up as the 90. So honestly, if you're going to be running this card 100%, this is how you would run it. Me personally though, I would choose the glitched Kyrie, since I have them as well, over the free one. But obviously, like I mentioned in the DeMarcus Cousins one, you know, you sort of have to pick and choose. Like if you have the MT for it, go get the glitched one. Definitely a million times, well, not a million times better, but pretty much better than this Kyrie, the free one, because the free one doesn't have Intimidator, so you're gonna have to spend MT on that. And the glitched one has the Intimidator, has the off-ball pass. You need to spend money on off-ball pass as well if that's how you play. And then also, you don't need to have all these bonuses or like your shoe and your coach in order to have this good of defense when you have the glitched. So you can already just like mix and match how you play. Obviously, if we could just switch over here, still have the really good defense in a way that you could really just really slam at home, is that you could still play the same way. Get the 99 speed with ball, 99 3-pointer, still get a 99 perimeter defense with a 99 steal, obviously. And then you don't really need the defensive coach, so you still could put on this one right here, Nick Nurse balance, so you can also get your driving layup to a 99. And you also get 99 shot close, shot mid as well. Or it could be like me, just run grit and grind. You could just run grit and grind. You can get passing IQ. Your perimeter defense goes up, not like it matters though. But then you also get your lateral quickness up. Your steal goes up as well. Help defense IQ. Not like it matters too much though for steal and perimeter defense, and even speed with ball, or ball handling even. But there's a ton of ways that you can play this, obviously. 7 seconds, you know, gives you speed. You get that 99 speed. Obviously mix and match with the coaches that you so choose to, but honestly, if you do choose defensive coach, it would be pretty good as well. I would choose either the defensive coach or the grit and grind, honestly. Those are just my two favorites. And also you would get your pass IQ up. You'll still get your defense upgraded there, so you can get your 99 lateral, 94 help defense. You'll still have your 99.3, unless you just want to do like a different kind of shoe, because you don't really need the shoe. You can just mix and match with the shoe, maybe get like speed, dunk, and all that. So maybe you do want to do this one, so you can get your speed to a 99, acceleration to a 99, and you also get your driving dunk to an 80. That's how you want to play. Then, you know, by all means do it. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Obviously we had to talk about 2 cards here. We talked about this free one, and we compared this free one to the glitched one that you just seen, and we've also seen how you can make this card upgraded to the potential of being as good as the glitched, obviously. But if you do have the MT to get the glitched, I definitely recommend the glitched over the free one 100%. You don't have to waste the EMT on the intimidator. You don't have to waste the EMT on off-ball pest. You don't have to waste the EMT on a shoe just to get a good enough perimeter defense to be, you know, like up to the 90 pluses. And especially, you don't need a coach to have your really, really great defense as well. So you pretty much just get a bonus for having the glitch one, because it's like you have the defense, you have the badges, and also you don't have to pull Hall of Fame Intimidator from a pack and get absolutely lucky in order to have the Hall of Fame Intimidator. You already have it on Hall of Fame, and then you don't have to spend the MT on the other badges. So anyway, that's just going to be it for me, guys. Hope that you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you comment your feedback as always. But if you're new to the channel, and if you look below the video, you should see a subscribe button. If it's red and says subscribe, you better hit that subscribe button. Make it turn gray, make it say subscribed, and there's a bell notification icon next to it. You can click that and click all, so you get every notification for this channel, and you'll never miss another video. I guarantee you that you'll never miss another video. Anyway, we got 3 more cards going. We're going after Carlos Boozer next, then Zydrunas, and then Kawhi. And after we get those 3 done, we will be talking about Brandon Roy, the Galaxy Opal, for the 1997 to 2020 All-Star Game. And we will be talking about how cool this card is. I haven't taken a look at the stats yet, so I'm going to be as surprised at the stats, you know, in the video as I am personally, because I literally am not going to look at the stats at all until I have it. Then we're going to be moving on to all these cards to get the Wes Unseld before we go ahead and get the John Wall, which is going to be the main prize and something that I'm going to be excited about grinding for. But anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by. That's going to be it for now. Hope that you enjoyed. Carlos Boozer is next. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, everybody.
Bitch, start tripping, now I'm blue. Mega man, I can't wait for losing, cause I got too many haters, man. Used to be the paper boy.